I tried to get over the smell. Honestly, I tried and I failed. I was like, really? Huh. Well, hello, my lovely nestlings, and welcome to another Best of Beauty from Trash to Treasure August edition. This is very dramatic. Did I also fool you with my different top earrings and lippy, or should I have just kept my mouth shut? Yes, this is the exact same look that I had in the whole video for August, because I'm filming it back to back. I am kind of having a cold, which is not really important, but I'm in a no sneezing mode right now. I'm going to take advantage of it. Yes, in today's video I am going to go over all the products, all the makeup and skincare that I tried in August, and I'm giving you my final judgment. It is kind of a category slash tier style system, and I have 6 categories. Let me tell you the categories. The first one is hell no. Kind of self-explanatory, right? The second one is meh. And in that category there are products that are, oh, meh. They're okay, they're not bad, they're just meh, 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 meh. The next one is, yeah, they're nice, which means that they are, yeah, what a word tells. They are nice. They're not very, very bad. They're not very, very good for one reason or another. They are just nice. And then we have, ooh, these are good. Also kind of self-explanatory, right? Then we have, yes, I love these so much. Also, yes. Then we have, because I'm extra, the final category, which is, you have to pry these out of my cold, dead hands. Yes, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 45, from the Netherlands, hence the accent, and I love to be dramatic, which you will probably have guessed. If you love to be dramatic too, if you want to learn how to be fabulous in your 40s, or maybe you are already fabulous like me. If you want to be entertained, if you want to have plain old fun, and if you want to see some unusual color combinations, and if you are, let's say together, hashtag slightly orcish, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because we are having a blast here on the internet. Yes, let me explain slightly orcish. Olive. That's what it means. I am a light, warm, muted olive. If you are an olive too, you are slightly orcish. You are part of my tribe. We need to band together and start our own Halloween group. With the ghoulish people, the uncooked chicken, everyone who wants to join is welcome here. Yes, let's go into the video. I kind of want to say I don't really have bad products here. I just have products here that don't work for me, or very much work for me. But I love to be dramatic. So let's start with the hell no category, because I have something for, yeah, I have one thing, and it's this. From Biodermal. Now Biodermal is, or Biodermal as we say in Dutch, it's a skincare brand here, very well known, and they are more known for their good skincare ingredients. The reason that I bought this specific serum, which is the anti-age 50+ serum, is because of the ingredients. Because I don't care if it's marketed towards, I don't care what kind of skin age it's marketed towards. I want the ingredients, and this contained very nice ingredients. It contained peptides, and I love peptides. I was on a skincare hunt, so I bought this one. The reason that it is here, it's not a bad product per se. I like the consistency of it. I like the way that it sits on the skin. It's just that the smell, it is very floral scented, but not the nice, not the scent that you, I don't know, get when you put your nose in a bag of flowers. No. This is one that, at least for my nose, it bites my nose. I don't know how else to explain it. It reminds me of soap. There are some soaps, especially the old floral ones that my grandma used to have. Everyone loved them but me, because if I smelled the soap, it stung my nose. This is the exact same thing. Now I don't smell a lot, but still it is too, I don't like it. So that's why it's in the hell no. And it's a shame, because the product itself is very nice. I tried to get over the smell. Honestly, I tried and I failed. So I'm gifting this to, I'm probably going to give it to my mother, or maybe even my sister. but I'm not going to use it up. Just saying. Okay, then the next category is the... Let's start with skincare again, because I have skincare here, and it is the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. It's not a bad product, but it is just meh. I feel it's... I think I will like it more during the winter, and then as a morning cleanser, because yeah, it says here it removes makeup, but I don't feel that it does, or at least not what I put on the face. I need something a little bit more hefty. So yeah, while I don't dislike this, if it's gone, I will not repurchase. This is just, again, it's meh. If it's your favorite, good for you. It's not mine. That's basically it. The next product is a product that was gifted to me. I have tried this a few ways. I have tried this underneath a few foundations, and it's just very, very finicky for me. Now I have found out how I like to use it, but it's just because it's a little bit finicky for me. I don't feel like it. Yeah, that's kind of why it's meh. Because it's not a oh hell no, because I can make it work and it's nice then, but it's just meh. And that's the Winky Lux Whipped Cream Primer. I like the consistency of it. It's just that I have to make sure that my face isn't too dry when I use this. Because if I do, and then if my face is too dry and I use this, it cakes up everything that I put on top of it. So this is a product that I want to use when I'm not going to use makeup. So I don't know, when I'm a bit shiny because of the sunscreen or sweatiness or whatever, I just want to tone that shininess down, then I really do like this. When I use it and the conditions are right, it's looking nice. But yeah, I think that's the reason that it's in the meh. I cannot get it to look better than nice for me. But maybe you have this, maybe you like it a lot. If you do, let me know how you use it. How much do you use? Do you use it underneath foundations? What do you do with it? Let me know. The next product that's in the meh category is a brow pencil. It's from Billion Dollar Brows. This was also gifted, and the reason that it is in the meh category is because the products that I use now give me more what I want. This is not a bad pencil at all. The color was spot on. It's a micro brow pencil, and I have used micro brow pencils for years. It's just that ever since I tried the NYX Lift and Snatch, there's nothing that tops that. So that is why this is in the meh. Yeah, it's not good enough. That's the reason. But it is, for the product that it is, it's very, very nice. I think I will give this to my sister because I know that she loves brow pencils. She will love this one. I have used it a few times, and as brow pencils go, it's very, very nice. For me, it is just... yeah, it just doesn't cut it anymore, just because of the stuff that I'm used to right now. So as I said, they are kind of ranked, but they're also not really ranked. But let's go to this one first. And why am I going to go to this one first? And when you see it, you will probably be very, very surprised. This is a eyeshadow palette. I have wanted this eyeshadow palette for a long time. It is a favorite of a lot of people, but when I got it, I was used to another formula. So when I tried this for the first time, I was like, really? Huh. That's why it's here. And that is the Fairy Frolic from Alien Cosmetics. Don't shoot me, let me explain. I am used to her new formula. Her new formula is amazing. Truly, it is amazing. This one that I have here is still her old formula. She has since reformulated and kind of revamped the Fairy Frolic a little bit with her new formula. So it will be a lot better, or at least better, more to what I'm used to from her. The mattes were okay. They were not bad, but they were not blowing my mind either. The shimmers were very, very pretty, but compared to what she has now, I almost want to say lackluster. They're not lackluster, but what I was used to from her, this is more along the lines then of your old foil shades, and she can do foiled shades so well. And also this shade, it's more along the lines of a very old school shimmer, and I wasn't used to that from her. The mattes are nice. They're a little bit on the drier side, especially this one. And this shade, it looks like dark brown, but I wish it was a dark brown, because the shade that is in here, it is almost a very deep, I don't want to say eggplant, because in my mind an eggplant is purple, and this is more, I don't know, an almost very dark red. It has too much red in it for my liking, because if I want to combine it with this one, it turns muddy. If I want to combine it with that one, it kind of works, but barely. So that is why it is here. Now let's kind of then mention her newest formula. I would love to try the new Fairy Frolic formula, but I'm not going to buy it. And why am I not going to buy it? Purely for shipping. Yes, I'm that bitch today. The reason that I'm saying that is because, you know, her shipping was, I know that shipping from the USA to us here, to Europe, especially the Netherlands, is expensive. I know that. I am expecting prices of around $22 to $23. That is what I had paid with her. I'm fine with that. Now, however, it's almost $50. She doubled the pricing of the shipping. If I ship something to the USA, it goes by weight, and my shipping cost went up as well, because if I go by weight to, I think it's a kilogram, and then track and trace, I also pay around €30. So it is expensive, and I get that it is expensive, but that pricing, it scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it's just too insane even for me. So yeah, unfortunately, I will not be comparing the Fairy Frolic, the new one, to the old one, unless she decides to send it to me in PR. I don't know. I'm not on her PR list, so I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of the reason that that's not going to happen. Let's next go to, I do love her. I do love everything that I have from her though. Then let's next go to something that I was gifted. Did I actually mention that I am affiliated with the brand? I did, right? All my codes you can find in the description box. The next one that I have is this one from e.l.f., the bite-sized jalapeno. The reason that it is in this category is just because it's nice. Here, I looked it up. It retails here for €5. Now, the look that I created with this was a very, very pretty, dramatic look. It was. I could get the depth that I wanted, honestly, but I kind of had to work for it. Not that that is bad, but I really had to dig my brush in to get pigment out. So I needed to dig my brush in and I needed to build it up to get it to the level of intensity that I wanted. That is why it's here, because I just have better. I think it's a very, very fun palette though. Don't get me wrong. And I think that if you're not used to working with shades like this and you're kind of scared of them, this could be a very great palette for you to start with, because you really have to build it up before you can get that bam, you know. I do have to say though, I don't think it's worth more than they go for here, which is basically the €5. And then that is, what is that? $7 or something like that. Yeah, that's kind of it. For the pricing that you guys pay for it in the USA, yeah, they're very, very nice. But yeah, that's why it's here, because it's just nice. Yeah, now I'm kind of going towards the more good side of the it's nice. So the yeah, it's nice, that kind of, instead of the it's nice. Let's go to this, and this is, it's a color story thing. So this is one from Catrice, one of the 5 in a box, and this is the burgundy look. It's a vegan palette. I did a video with this one and the other one that I will mention in just a little bit. Focus please. Thank you. It's a color thing. The quality is very, very nice. Very, very nice. It's just, yeah, this is not my color story. That is why it's here. That's the only thing I can say for it. That's why it's here. The next products that are in the it's nice category are these two, the e.l.f. Putty Blushes. I have 2 shades. I have the shade Turks and Caicos or something like this. It's this one, and then I have the shade Tahiti, which is this one. I really love the colors. These are, for me, they're kind of finicky. And why do I say that? I apply stuff like this with a brush, and if the brush I want to use with this, I cannot fit in the pot. The brush that can fit in the pot does not want to pick it up. I can use it with the butt of a sponge, and that's basically the best way that I have for applying this. Yeah, theoretically I could scrape some out, put it on the back of my hand and then pick it up with a brush, because when I have it on my cheeks it's very, very nice. But it's just not how I work with cream products unless it's highlighted. That I do tap on with my fingers. But you see these claws? I don't like to do this. I just don't like that. If you do, I think you will really like these. Yeah, that's it. That's why they're in the It's Nice. So they're nice. Let's next go to a foundation. It's the Natasha Denona Foundation X. This was also gifted. And this is in the shade 41Y. And I would think that this is 41 yellow, but when I see it like this, it kind of is a little bit yellow. But when I put it on my sheet, on my mixing sheet, it looks more peach or more orange almost than truly yellow. This foundation is here because, well, I know I have to mix it. I'm kind of used to mixing it, and I can kind of get my shade, so I can make it work shade wise. It's just that I don't know, the formula for me, I need to make sure that, or at least that's how I feel, that my face is, that I have a certain slip underneath. So either with skincare or primer, that I have a certain slip underneath. But if I have too much slip, it kind of gathers here. Yeah, that's it. And I don't know if that is because I have to mix something in. I have been looking at her site to see if they have a color that will work for me a little bit better. But honestly, it's a nightmare to shade match yourself on her site. Which is weird because Natasha Denona is a makeup artist. So you would think that especially her site, it would have the shade descriptions. I couldn't find them. When I went to kind of shade match myself, yeah, they don't have olive either. Fine. Okay, I could, if I have something that is a tiny bit yellow base, I can mix in a little bit of blue color corrector if it's just a hint that I need. But they say that this is a yellow, but when I see it, it's orange. If I get it to work, so if I have the mixing conditions right and the prep conditions right, it's really pretty. But honestly, I have better. Or at least for what I like. What I do really like about this is that it is a thin consistency. But yeah, it's very, very liquidy, and it's a nice foundation. It's just not my favorite, or at least right now. But I will keep on trying it. If I change my mind, I will let you know. The next product, and that's basically the last product that I have in the It's Nice. It's the putty bronzer from e.l.f. The product itself I really do like. And this is the shade Honey Drip. The shade is a little bit more red than yeah, it's a little bit more red, especially when I put it on. And I like to use it then in combination with a bronzer that is more cool tone, so I can kind of balance it out a little bit more. I like the product. I like the way it looks on the skin. I detest the fact that it is in a very, very tiny jar. Because again, I want to use a brush with this. So, and I can use a brush with this. But because I have a brush that works with this pretty well, I get this to, I don't know, I get it to show up a little bit better. I feel that is why it's a little bit higher than the blush is. But yeah, I wish that the opening of the pan was bigger, because I don't like to use this stuff with my fingers. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the, what's it again? Yeah, to the,
ooh, these are good.
Yes. Let's, do I have any favorites in this? Not particularly. I kind of group them. I kind of like them all equally. Yeah, kind of. Let's start with what I have on top, which are the brushes from Sonia Kashuk. Yeah, I do really, really like these brushes. The reason that they are here and not higher is because I have similar brushes. And if I'm going to be bitchy, which apparently I am, I prefer it if it's a little bit more open like this one. This one is the same exact brush. This one is just a little bit more open than these two. So these are a little bit more dense. That's the reason that they are here. Yeah, that's the only reason. But I really do like them, and I use them a lot actually. Then I am going to go to this from Glam Shop, which is the, what is it? The illuminating powder. It's a loose powder. It's a very, very nice powder. It's very, very pretty to buff with. It's just that I don't buff often in summer. In winter I buff a little bit more, so then I will probably use it more. But as a powder goes, I really do like it. I think it's a very, very pretty powder, and if you love buffing powders, you will certainly like it. So that's why it's in the it's good category, but it's not in the yes, because I just don't use it as much as I actually thought I would. That's it. So the next thing that I have in the it's good category is this, the Freck Cheek Slime in the shade Fever Dream. I love the formula. I really want to try the illuminating one as well. They're highlighters. I love this formula. It's a color thing. So the color is basically the color of the cap, which is very... I have it on today, and while I love the formula, I like the color. I have to be pretty careful with the color because it can overpower me quickly. But that's a personal, that is a personal taste thing, right? So if you like this color and you like cream blushes, the cheek slimes from Freck are certainly, they're definitely one to check out. I think that the formula is so nice. And yeah, if you build it up, you can make it work for a lot of skin tones. So, and it stays on all day. I really do like it, but yeah, the color is just pretty hefty for me. That's why it's in this category. Let's go to the last thing that I have in the these are good category before we go on to the yes, you need these category. It's the bronzer from Glam Shop. This is in the shade olive, chocolate olive, and it's kind of on the border again. It's a very nice bronzer. If you are an olive, I think that you will really like this one. It is a cool toned one though, so maybe that is helpful. They have another one that they market as a olive bronzer in the shade olive, but it is, when I saw the swatches, way lighter than this one. I can use this to contour with as well if I want to. When I use this is usually in combination with, for instance, the e.l.f. Bronzer, because that's a little bit more red. And then I kind of try to tone it down with this one a little bit to get it a little bit more neutral. And that's what I do. If I use this in combination with the ABH one, which is a bit more yellow, I can still make it work. I can make it work, but it is not it's not the bronzer that I constantly want to use, if that makes any sense. So while it's a very good bronzer, I do really like it. But it's not something that I say you need to run out and get it now. Yes, does that make any sense at all? I'm going to go to that category now though.
Yes, girl, you need to get out and get it now.
Let's go to the first product of the yes, you need to go and buy this right now category. I love these a lot. Let's start with an eyeshadow palette. Let's start with the other one from the Catrice 5 in a box. Now I know this is very mean because you can only get this in Europe. This is the, what is it? The Blue Smoky Look. These mattes, oh, they are so good. I've bitched about this shade before. This shade, first off, it's not my color. It's just not the color that I like to do in combination with something like this. It's also a shade that is pretty sticky. The brushes that I tried won't really, well, they pick it up and they deposit it, but not the way that I am used to. This is a shade that you need to use with your finger or with a sponge tip applicator. You can also use a silicone applicator if you want to. And then it is just, yeah, it just performs way better. Once you get it on your eyes, it's gorgeous. It stays on all freaking day without creasing. Yes, it's just not my color. So that is why it's not higher. If this had been this color but then in a shimmer, which I have also from Catrice, this you would have to pry out of my cold dead hands. But as of yet, as it stands, you need to get you some. Honestly, it's a very good palette. The next thing I am going to chat about is this one from Kraken Cosmetics, and this was gifted to me. This is the Survive the Night palette. This formula is so nice. Honestly, when I saw, and I have been eyeing their brand for quite some time, but when I saw their eyeshadows, I was like, they're pretty light, not a lot of pigmentation. I will probably have to kind of build them up a lot. Actually, that was not true. So yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised by this. They stayed on again all day. The reason it's not in the next category is because the shimmers that are in here are not shimmers that I want a little bit more extra. But suffice it to say, the quality, I have a video. I have done a video with this. It's, yeah, you need to watch that video, honestly. The next thing is also a palette. I'm kind of grouping, I'm kind of ranking it, but not by number, but they are kind of ranked-ish, a tiny bit, you know? Does that make sense? So the next one that I want to talk about is the Bunny palette from Alien Cosmetics. I love the color story a lot. The mattes work beautifully. The shimmers are stunning. The only reason that it is here and not in the next one is because the shimmers creased on me a bit. So that's really unfortunate. I am going, and I actually tried it with and without an eyeshadow primer, and I used this one. That one, it just creased. It's probably a formula thing. That one creased a tiny bit. I could tap it out, no problem, but yeah, that is the reason that it is here and not in the next category, unfortunately. That's why I'm also so very, very sad that her shipping is so extremely high right now. I just hope that it will go down, that she is able to make better deals with the postal services, because yeah, this is worth the money, but not if I have to pay $50 in shipping as well, unfortunately. Let's next go to a skincare item. This is a product that I love. The reason it is not in the next category is because there are alternatives of this that are equally as good. They're just a tiny bit more expensive. And so that's why this is in the yes. If you see it, you need to try it now. It's from W7. It's their cleansing balm. Their peachy clean cleansing balm. It smells of peach sweets. It's so... oh. This smells heavenly for me. As a cleansing balm goes, it's very, very nice. And I have tried a bunch of different ones. I like this one a lot. I do think that I like the one from the Body Shop, the chamomile balm, a little bit better. But yeah, that's also more expensive. And yeah, that's it. So, well, if I was never able to use this ever again, would I be sad? Yeah, but I would live. Does that kind of make sense? It's a very, very good cleansing balm though. So if you see this one, even though for, I think I paid €6 or something, or €7 for it, it's definitely worth way more than that. It's a very, very nice cleansing balm. Let's next go to this from CosRX. This is a repurchase. I have tried this I think 2 years ago, and I was like, I want to try it again, and I really, really like this cleanser. This is the Good Morning, the low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser, and this really wakes up your face, I feel, at least, because there's almost kind of maybe a minty or menthol thingamajiggy in there, or eucalyptus. I don't know. Is there eucalyptus? Tea tree. Oh, that's it. It kind of wakes you up, and it is a very, very nice gentle cleanser to start out your morning with. So I'm very, very happy that I have this again. And the reason it again is not in the next category is because if I were to never be able to use this again, would I be sad? Yes, but I would find something that I would love as much as this. Does that make any sense at all? That was kind of the criteria for this. Okay, let's next go to another eyeshadow palette. This one is pretty new to my collection, and it's this one, the Huda Beauty Wild Tiger palette. This is such a nice palette. I really, really like the quality on this. I love the color story. I like the fact that you can go very deep with the dark color that you want, because I can at least get it through to pan, and I think that that's then very, very nice. The only shade that did not really work for me right now is this one, because it's just skin depth wise too close to my own skin tone. But yeah, this is just such a stunning palette. The video that I did with this, yeah. And this is one of those palettes that I want to keep reaching for over and over and over again. Unfortunately, I don't really have the time for that right now, but it is that. Yes. Let's go to the next thing. That was PR. That I am so happy that I finally was able to try this. I did not think that I would love it this much, and I love it. When this one runs out, because this one is battery operated, yes, I will definitely repurchase. I don't know if I will repurchase the original or if I will try an equivalent to see if it is as good. But suffice it to say, this one, it's I think living up to the hype, and it's from Foreo. Foreo contacted me and asked me if they could send me some things to try, because they are launching this particular product on Boozy Shop. And this product is the Foreo Luna Play Smart 2. I have the blue one because I wanted the blue one. And it has these things on the back, so you can kind of do a skin diagnostic. Is that the word? I hope so. There's also an app that you can download. This, and then especially in combination with their cleanser that they also sent me, it cleanses my face my face truly feels clean without feeling stripped. And I was kind of worried in the beginning that this would maybe be too abrasive, but it's not. And my skin can be pretty sensitive, or very sensitive very, very quickly. I also tried it right after I had shaved my face, because yes, I shave my face regularly. I thought maybe it is then a little bit too abrasive, but it's not. And I really feel that my skin is softer and clean. Yeah, softer and exfoliated in a good way. And it does not, this works with pulses, if I'm not mistaken. I really do like this. So yeah, I will keep on trying this until the battery runs. That's why I said battery. Until the battery runs out. What I also really like about this, especially in combination with that app, is that when you have done the this part for your skin on different, you can do it very quickly, but you can also do it for the different parts of your face, so forehead, both cheeks, and then the chin area. When you do what's it called, measurements like that, it gives you a very elaborate and detailed, specific, geared towards your skin, I'm thinking about the word that I want to use, cleansing routine as well. And I really, really like that. And sends it to the device, and the device remembers it. I just have to turn it on, and then it starts immediately cleansing. And I could tell the first time that I tried it, that I measured my face, it said it was pretty dehydrated, and it's way better now. So that is good. And I like the fact that I can see that, because sometimes I remember feeling my skin a little bit tight, and I was like, what's happening? And then with this, now I know that it was truly dehydrated. So I think that if you see these, I think they're definitely worth it. Yes, it's the only FRECKLES product that I have tried, by the way. I really do like it. Then the last thing in this category is the cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Amber. I love this product. I want to use it every day. The color is very, very nice. For me, being a warm olive, this is yellower. If you are a cool toned olive, I don't know. If you've tried it, let me know. I do know that Norvina is also a light olive, and that this one, and there's another one that is geared towards olive skin as well. This is not marketed as olive though, but for me it does really work. Probably, as I said, because I am a warm olive. I like the fact that the tub is so big. I like that I can use a denser brush if I want to, because today I tried it with a denser brush. I can use a denser brush. I can also use a brush like this, and I can just stipple it. I can buff it. It's almost like a cream to powder. I really, really like this one. So yeah, do I want to be buried with this? Half. That's why it's on the border of this category and the next. And the next category is,
You will have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands.
Here are products that if I were to lose them today, I would be heartbroken. I wouldn't be, because it's just makeup, but I like to be extra. So these are products that are, if I ever run out, and if I'm able to, I will repurchase. But these are just, they are like that category. Yes. Let's start with this, which is the setting powder from Glam Shop. This is their HD powder. There's one ingredient, and it's silica. Now the sifter is kind of non-existent. Yes, can you see that? It's a very, very finely milled powder. You don't need a lot. This sets my makeup so well. It mattifies, but it doesn't mattify. Yes, so basically it mattifies without making my face seem like it is a matte mask. I can use this on camera, I can use this outside. I also have tried some powders that look gorgeous on camera, but when I go outside it's a cake face. It's not with this. If I have a foundation, for instance the combination that I have on today with the Natasha Denona foundation, if I let it settle a little bit, I don't have to powder it as much. I only need a hint of this then. It's even good enough to powder underneath my eyes. So if you are looking for a very finely milled powder that works beautifully, And I think even for dry skin, because you don't need a lot, it's definitely this. I have a few powders that I rotate. This is one that I want to grab every day. I am very sad that I'm not using it right now because I'm trying out another powder. So that is why this is, yeah. Okay. The next product is a foundation. This is a foundation that I currently have 2 shades of this. I want another shade as well because this is very multifunctional for me. So first off, it's a gorgeous foundation. It's an olive foundation. The only thing I have to bitch about is that the particular shade that I have right now is a hint too light. But it's just a hint. So yeah, it's from Glam Shop and it is their Olive 2. I also have their Olive 1. Their Olive 1 is even too light for me in winter. If you are pasty pale orcish, that shade is for you. But they also have one lighter. They also have a 0. I want the 0. Why do I want the 0? Because this is also my go-to mixing foundation. If I need to lighten up an olive foundation or if I need to olive up a particular foundation, this is the foundation that I grab. So I want the shade 1 as well. This is such a staple for me. Yeah, cold dead hands, honestly. Then I'm going to go to an eyeshadow palette. And this eyeshadow palette, the color story is so unique. The Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay. Now I learned that it was apparently limited edition and that they are not going to bring it back, which is kind of weird. So go pester Beauty Bay and tell them that they need to bring it back because this is such a unique color story. The quality is very nice. Beauty Bay, bring it back. We need it to be permanent because this is just such a yummy, unique color story, honestly. So yeah, you will have. I want to be buried with this, especially if it's no longer available. I need to be buried with this. Yeah, I did 5 looks with this, and I had a lot of fun using this palette. I'm going to kind of hurry it up a little bit. If you want to know what I feel about the palette, go watch the video. And there's a reason that it's here, right? So next, I am going to go to. Yeah, these are kind of a tie again. It does not really matter. It's in the same category. Let's go to this one first. From Melt. The Queen Bee. This has been in my wishlist on Beauty Bay for ages. And then I got it as a present. Yeah, I am using this. But this? Can you see this? The bumblebee? Yeah. I even left a sticker on the mirror because there's a bumblebee on the sticker. Yeah, I will fight you for this. Just saying. Then the last thing from this that I have in this category and the last makeup item of the video is going to be my Sigil Tender Gazelle palette. Now I understand that it is right now not available. I don't know if it's coming back. I think it's coming back. But what I understand from one of you is that this one and the Ice Fish are won't be restocked. I don't know why. Maybe it's kind of a miscommunication because she's in Russia, but maybe it's just that she cannot get a hold of all the raw material. It could be that. When I am filming this is still available in the micro size, which is very tiny because I have the original size. And I think that the shades are also sold individually still, but then not in a palette, if that makes any sense. If you like this color story and you can get a hold of the bigger palette, I definitely think it's worth it. And she also has an Etsy store, so maybe you can get it through the Etsy store. This is if you are an olive, especially if you are a neutral or cool toned olive. This will be your everyday neutral palette with a pop of something extra. And this shade was such a surprise because you can see the color it has now. But if I layer it on top of the dark green, that bluey part, it fades away. And I don't know how she did it. I don't know if this is my... I think right now this is my favorite palette that I have from Sigil. Even. And I have all her egg palettes. It's just so complementary to an olive complexion, honestly. And if you want to kind of get a similar vibe, but more on the darker side, you can check out her Misty Garden palette, a 6-pan palette that she recently released, which is, I think, a very nice extension of this one, but it's more dark and grungy even, if that makes any sense. And then that was it for today. Yeah, it was a long one. I hope I can edit it down. I made a nightmare while filming, so I hope that my editing self won't kill me in my sleep, which will be very, very weird. We're not going to go there. I'm just going to thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any of these goodies. And if you have made it this far, leave me the bee emoji, because we can. See what I did there? I will leave my basically monthly ranking or review playlist at the end screen for your viewing pleasure. This is the second time I'm doing it in this format, and I really, really like this format. And yeah, the feedback from you guys was very positive as well. So let me know down below again what you think of this format. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know down below. And then this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye guys.